You did say you'd be able to come today. Well, of course, I know work can get in the way of relaxation, but... No, of course, not a problem. Hopefully we'll see you before too long. Yeah. Bye.
Why do you have to leave so early?
I have to. I've got to drive down to Oxfordshire this morning. Remember that murder I worked on last year?
No.
Yeah, you know, the Jameson case. Well, they've brought it forward without warning.
Well, why do you have to go there?
Well, apparently there's some new evidence they need me for the cross-examination. Pretty cool, actually, because...
There's something that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, well, can't only wait, because I won't be back.
That's fine, I'll talk to you about it tonight.
Well, no, I won't be back. Case is probably going to run 3 or 4 days, so probably be back Thursday the earliest.
What?
Actually, more like Friday.
Great.
Gonna miss me?
You know that I miss you. I'm not very happy about being
Morning,
left
lovebirds.
alone with...
Beautiful day.
Well, I really have to get going.
You off, mate? Have a good run, yeah?
I'll see you in a couple of days. Right, speak to you tonight.
No kiss for me.
No.
Ah, just the two of us tonight, then.
Gotta get to work.
Alone at last.
You got a lock on the bedroom door, haven't you?
No, why would we? It's not a panic room.
Might be tonight. Oi.
Bit early for violence, isn't it?
Never too early for Nurse Whiplash here.
What are you doing here, Simon? This surgery isn't big enough for you, me and Dr. Granger.
Well, Daniel has offered for me to sit in on an interesting consult this afternoon. Before that, I'm hanging around doing some paperwork, so why do you ask?
I cannot remember. You stopped being interesting when you opened your mouth.
Ha 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 ha.
Julia, I thought you'd booked the day off.
Changed my mind. Seen Daniel?
I haven't seen him.
Really? I thought you two were joined at the lips.
I'm sleeping with him. I'm not his keeper.
Well, when you do see him, would you tell him that I want to talk to him, please?
May I tell him what it's concerning?
I think you know. I'll be at the mill.
I'll alert the media.
What part of day off don't you understand? Catching up with paperwork. For me, that is a day off.
All work and no play.
Makes for a successful business. I'll be in my office.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed to patients this morning. The afternoon surgery starts at 4 o'clock.
I don't need a doctor. I'm actually looking for Julia Parsons.
Oh, well, she's just, in a meeting at the moment. I'll see if she's free.
Oh, that'd be great, thank you.
No problem.
Get rid of her.
Can I say what it's regarding?
I'm an old friend of hers, Bella Smith.
She's gone back to her maiden name, then.
I'm just about to open a new spa and relaxation centre at the Leatherbridge Hall Hotel.
Sounds great.
And as Julia's such an old friend,
I haven't seen her for years.
and of course a prominent local businesswoman, I wanted to invite her to a free open day of pampering.
Tell her I'd rather boil my head.
Sorry, I can't get through. Maybe you'd like to leave your card.
My number's on that. And there's a leaflet.
Thank you.
Tell Julia she'd be welcome any time. It'd be so good to see her again.
Will do.
She hasn't changed. Awful.
Oh, I know, free spa day. What a bitch.
No, you don't understand the half of it, honestly. We used to be quite good friends, you know, a few years ago. Then I find out that she's having this torrid affair with the husband of somebody that I knew, and it completely destroyed their marriage. She just wrecks people's lives and always lands butter side up.
Why do we always blame the woman? Didn't the man have something to do with it?
Oh, she led him on, believe me.
Did she?
Oh, Elaine, I'm so sorry.
Well, whatever happened in the past, this sounds great. Jacuzzi, sauna. You should go.
No, too busy.
Nothing that can't wait.
Might have to talk to her, wouldn't I?
You say hello, have a face pack, conversation's over. Besides, after your escapade with the online chemical peel, free spa day would be wonderful for your skin.
To think.
Absolutely. Just as long as you promise to turn your phone off for once.
Ah, just the man I want to speak to.
Already? I thought the consult was this afternoon.
Oh, it is. This is something else. Look, I've become increasingly concerned that in Heston's absence you've been unfairly neglected, and that's something I intend to change.
Has he been nagging you on the phone?
Absolutely not. We've spoken, of course, but this was my idea.
What is? Getting me to do more of your dirty work?
No. A late-night on-call shift. You've not done one, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I think it's some of the most rewarding work we can do, and before you leave, I think you should try everything. That way you'll be sure you haven't missed your caller.
Actually, I would really like to try some on-call work. Yeah.
Great. Friday night, I just called. There's an available shift. Give him a call.
Okay, thank you. Remarkably convenient that they need someone this week, isn't it?
I thought that.
You had nothing to do with it?
No. Do you know, despite what people assume, I'm not all that shallow, and I'm perfectly capable of managing people.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Daniel, have you seen Julia yet?
No, why?
She knows.
What do you mean she knows?
Daniel, look at me. She knows.
She knows.
What does she know?
Go away.
Okay. Excellent people management skills.
How does she know?
I told her.
You told her?
Now, look, listen to me. She saw us kissing, and she confronted me with it, so I was compelled to tell her everything.
Everything.
Is there an echo in here?
She's gonna kill me.
Ridiculous. It is none of her business what we get up to.
You don't understand. Julia is...
Not a problem. Patience waiting.
Oh, dear.
I'm so delighted you decided to come.
Well, I had to cancel some meetings.
It really has been far too long.
I just thought it'd be nice to have some time to relax.
And you've come to the right place. It's such a shame we lost contact, isn't it?
This is really nice. You just...
I really hope we can forget the past and be friends again.
Well, as you can imagine, Bella, I mean, I've really got my hands full. I'm running 2 surgeries. It's pretty full on, actually, and it just doesn't leave that much time for socialising, you know.
Of course, I understand. Let me give you the tour.
Yeah.
You are, dear.
Thank you.
What I say?
Thanks. See you tonight. Make something nice for tea. Don't forget. Tacky.
Cheap.
We saw it in the Gazette, didn't we, Chris?
That's right.
And I said we must go, didn't I?
You did.
It's so exciting to finally have something like this in Lethbridge, isn't it, Chris?
Oh, absolutely, Mo. Very exciting.
The thing is, ladies, I'm afraid the open days are by invitation only.
And then when I realised that it was your business, well, didn't register at first, did I?
No, but then I guessed that you'd gone back to your maiden name after the divorce.
Absolutely understandable. Horrible business. And then we thought that it'd been such a long time since we'd seen each other.
And we're really keen to support you in your new business.
And I'm sure that all the other members of the Lethbridge Rotary will be delighted to support you too.
We can guarantee it, can't we, Mo?
Absolutely.
Well, I suppose since it's you...
You can make an exception.
That would be wonderful.
Well, it's lovely of you to support me, girls. How nice to see you both looking so well. Can I put your bags in a locker?
I'll keep this one if you don't mind, Bella.
1 or 2 personal items.
Of course. Follow me and I'll give you a tour.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just calling about the on-call duty this Friday. I gather there's one available. Sorry, who? Could you repeat that? Dr. Granger? No, sorry, he told me... Okay, thank you.
Are you relaxing?
I suppose so.
And what did I say about turning your phone off?
I'm checking in, that's all. It doesn't make me a workaholic.
No comment. So where are you now?
In the sleep room.
What?
The sleep room. Don't ask. I don't see the point of it. It's not like I don't sleep at home.
I'm hanging up now.
Okay, but listen, if there are... Elaine?
Let's try it here.
Okay.
Oh, really? Where can we put it?
Oh, I'd say in that corner over there. Sorry. I didn't see you there.
Sorry. What room is this again?
The sleep room.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Me neither. Maybe we should start in the jacuzzi.
Good idea. Come on. Sorry to disturb you.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Okay. We got to talk.
About what?
About Julia. We got to decide what we're going to do. We're going to come up with some kind of a strategy so that we can calm her down.
Okay, I know that you have a flair for the melodramatic, but you need to calm down. She just wants to huff and puff a bit.
No, she doesn't. Let me spell out for you exactly why Julia may be a tad oversensitive towards infidelity. Her first husband, Mac, cheated on her. Not once, but twice. With his other ex-wife. She's the queen of the dumb peas, and now thanks to you, I represent everything she hates.
Okay. But what's the worst that could happen? She can't sack us.
Of course not. Can she?
We're partners. We could do it on the reception desk and she'd still be stuck with us.
She could tell Lisa.
Well, she wouldn't do that though, would she?
Wouldn't she? She took great delight in telling me it wouldn't work. Now she's going to make sure.
Well, why would she though?
To hurt me. I'll never see Izzy again.
I'm sure that's not what she wants to talk to you about.
I say, look at all that.
God's gift, eh?
Oh, those were the days. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh. It's Julia, isn't it?
Yes.
It's Maureen. You remember me? Oh, we used to spend quite a lot of time together at the old Rotary Club.
Yes, Maureen. Yes, hello.
Well, this is Christine.
Hi, nice to see you.
I was very sorry to hear about you and Mac. Terrible business.
All water under the bridge. It must have been awful for you. He went back to his first wife, didn't he? I was his first wife.
That's right. Kate was his second.
And then you were his third.
Then Kate was his fourth.
You know, it's a bit uncomfortable. Sorry.
So, well, what brings you to the spa, Julia?
Oh, well, Bella offered me a complimentary day, so I thought I'd support her. That's big of you. Well, not really, no. It was purely selfish. I just thought it would be nice to come and relax.
Absolutely.
Although, it's a bit...
Yes, we were just saying it's a bit shoddy, isn't it?
She always does things on the cheap.
Well, she probably used those foreign workers, Chris.
Of course. To be honest, I think they've done a really good job.
Oh, I wouldn't say so.
Everything all right, Julia?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you.
Good. Ready for your shiatsu?
Absolutely.
Fine. Well, give it a few minutes and then come through. Everything okay, ladies?
Wonderful. Thank you, Bella.
Good.
What a two-faced cow.
Well, did you know that she ruined our friend's marriage last year?
And then took her husband for everything he had in the divorce.
Yeah, I did hear.
I mean, it's not right that she should always come up smelling of roses all the time.
You know, to be honest, I don't know quite how well she's going to do here because, I mean, we are her target audience and we know what she's like. Bad blood, not good for business.
Well, I'm certainly not going to recommend this place.
Nor me.
Well, I wouldn't say that I wish her enormous success, but I wouldn't want to sabotage her chances.
No, of course not. But the right words in the right ears and all that.
Like the Public Health Authority.
Zara,
I've had enough of this. Calm down or I will slap you.
you might have to.
Don't tempt me. Are you coming to the loo with me or can I go on my own?
So, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
I was just asking Zara's opinion.
Daniel, I know.
You know.
When were you going to tell me?
Well, I don't think it's any of your business, actually.
None of my business.
No.
You recommend me to sign up for on-call duty, forgetting to mention that it's your on-call duty that I'll be taking, and that's none of my business.
Okay, that.
Yes, that. What do you think I'm talking about?
Something else. Look, I just thought that...
No, I get it.
OK, what did they actually say?
They said that the rota had you down to do the on-call duty.
Well, of course it was. I put my name down to hold it for you. It was an assumption, I admit, that you'd want to do it, but...
You were holding it for me?
Of course I was. But look, Bud, you know, if you changed your mind, I'll put a call through to Lisa and just say that Friday night's off. We're going to take Izzy swimming. She loves it.
No, I mean, it's fine, because I can do it, so I'll do it. Sorry.
It's no problem. Damn, I'm good. Dr. Carmichael, can I just...
Not now, Dr. Granger. If you'd like to go through Mrs. Boswell.
It's really important. Take a second. Oh.
I told you. Now calm down.
Try and breathe into it.
It's terrific what you've done here. I hope you do well.
Well, you of all people know how hard it can be starting again from scratch. I've invested everything I've got into this place. I need it to work.
Bella, could I ask you something personal?
Of course. Ask away.
Do you honestly think that it was a good idea to open a business here in Lethbridge? I mean, everybody here blames you for what happened.
Is that why you and I lost contact?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, come on, Julia. You never return my phone calls. Do you blame me for what happened?
I've got to be honest with you, Bella. After what happened with Mac, I did find it difficult to not judge you for what you did. I mean, Ron and Judith's marriage was destroyed, and your own. Not to mention the effect on the kids.
Isn't it funny how we always assume it's the woman's fault? My husband was a serial adulterer. He wouldn't let me work. And when I tried to stick up for myself, he beat me.
Oh, Bella, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Nobody knew. Anyway, when I met Ron and he seemed to offer me genuine love and affection, well, naturally I jumped at it.
Yeah.
Well, he said he didn't love Judith, he was going to leave her, and I hung on for 10 years believing his lies. And then finally I realized he had no intention of leaving her. I was just his bit on the side.
I'm so sorry.
A year later, I was divorced. Ron had left me, and I was scraping myself up off the floor. Well, after that, the least I could do was take my husband for every penny he had. My 30 pieces of silver.
I really am sorry.
All right, it's all right. I've met a new man. We're building a life together. And I've got this place. I think I win in the end.
Yeah, I think you do.
I think it should all go around.
It's fine there. It's got to be seen.
So we'll get on with it then.
I am. I don't want to get it on my hands, though.
Then put the gloves on.
Oh, they smell horrible.
Oh, stop whinging
What's
and
going
get it all
on?
spread out. Oh, it's you.
What are you doing? Just a little creative sabotage.
I've got it.
Well, you better not have given it to me.
We deny everything.
That's the best you've come up with, is it? After a whole morning.
OK, well, let's talk about it later.
No, I can't. I'm going to Weston to see my father. You can drop me at the station.
You'll be back tomorrow, though?
No, I think I'll stay through the weekend.
You're kidding me. After I went to all the trouble of ditching my on-call duty Friday night, you're gonna...
Ditching your on-call duty?
It's not what it sounds like.
I think it is. I think it's the Daniel Granger School of People Management, and I think I'm an idiot for ever having believed otherwise.
You are not an idiot, Simon.
Don't worry. I'll do the on-call. At least now I'm not confused about your motives.
You've already tipped off your friend in environmental health about this, have you? Is that fair?
Did you ever see Judith after she found out?
No, we weren't close.
We were. It destroyed her.
Seriously, she was a wreck. And you'd know about that, Julia.
Bella can't be allowed to get off scot-free.
Once this place gets a reputation for being filthy and rat-infested...
And the papers get hold of it.
Through my friend on the Lethbridge Gazette.
She's friends with us both, really.
Well, Bella will be forced to sell up and ship out.
Oh, sorry. Should have switched this off.
She deserves everything she gets.
Us girls have got to stick together, right?
She does seem to have got off pretty lightly.
Oh, I know.
Have you got any other ideas?
Oh, now you're talking. We've got loads, right, Chris?
Blocking the drains. Stink the place out.
Better yet, what about the immigration service? I mean, that male masseuse looks suspiciously Eastern European to me.
And he touched me in an overly intimate way.
Sexual harassment, brilliant.
I quite enjoyed it, really. But that's not the point.
No. Well, why don't you just tell her?
Tell her? Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, Julia, that's genius.
It is, isn't it?
You've got a week. If this business opens, you know what we'll do.
What did I ever do to you?
You hurt my friend.
She was my friend as well.
Julia, you're not going through with this as well, are you?
Yes, I am. So, if I hear that anything bad has happened to Bella's business, I'll certainly know where to send the police, won't I? And you know, I think they look very unfavourably on allegations of blackmail and intimidation.
You two-faced...
I thought you agreed with us.
Change my mind.
It'll be your word against ours. And my husband is head of town planning for the local council. And I'm sure the police will believe me over some two-bit practice manager.
That's right. You got no evidence against us.
Now you see, that would be true if I hadn't recorded your conversation in the changing room earlier on my mobile. So I don't think the police are going to like what they hear on this.
You were always devious.
Well, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Mac cheated on you repeatedly. Where's your female solidarity?
Right here, actually. Mac was weak and a fool, and so was Ron. He'd have made a pass at an ironing board. He'd tried it on with me enough times.
Well, he never did have any taste.
Maybe you should blame the men a bit more rather than always looking to the women.
Do either of you know where your husbands are right now?
No, actually.
Oh, I trust my Ray implicitly. Because if he ever tried it, I'd chop them off.
I think you should both go and take your rat droppings with you.
Well, of course, I could always call the police.
I won't forget this.
I sincerely hope not.
And neither of you will get into the Rotary Club now.
Oh, life is so full of disappointments.
Tries his luck. The keeper to collect this one.
Welcome home, lovely. Fancy joining me for a game or two?
No, thank you. It's been a long day. I'm gonna get a bath and have an early night.
Fair enough. Give me a shout if you want me to scrub your back for you, yeah?
I'll bear that in mind.
He worked hard to get the ball and he worked even harder to keep it against the defender then. Carrick.
Get in.
Thanks so much for helping me clear up the mess they left behind them.
I wouldn't say it was a pleasure.
You were a little bit on their side, weren't you?
Well, maybe, yeah, when I arrived. But you made me realise that you have to walk a mile in someone else's shoes.
Exactly.
Right, well, I'd better go and see if the surgery is burnt down in my absence.
Yes, and my fellow will be along in a second to collect me. Thanks again.
My pleasure. Bella, would you like to have coffee sometime?
That'd be lovely, but...
But what?
Well, you might not want to be my friend once the truth comes out.
About what?
My fella.
What about him?
He's married.
Oh, Bella, not again.
Yeah, I know, but I love him. I can't help it. And it honestly is not his fault, honestly. I mean, I chased him like a demon. He'd have had to be Superman to have resisted me.
Well, I suppose it's not your smartest decision, but although I do realise that there's two sides to every story and...
Hello, gorgeous. Julia, you know Ray O'Dowd, don't you? Maureen's husband?
Yes, of course, yes. Nice to see you.
Perhaps you should have been on their side after all.
So what did Lisa say?
The usual, but importantly, Julia didn't tell her.
Well, I am not the sort of person to say I told you so.
You can't blame me for being nervous. She is...
Here.
Julia, hi. Good day.
Not especially, no. Just come to collect something.
You wanted to speak to me?
I really have no idea what to say to you.
Okay.
So, what was that exactly?
I really have no idea what to say to you. Does that mean we're off the hook?
How about I go as Sheena Easton and you can be Prince?
Well, if I don't get started now, who knows when I'll get round to it.
I'm not setting foot out of here until I get this sorted. That could be months. That's why I'm lucky to have you. You're like my own little personal Mother Teresa.
Including today's mystery